Yo, YouTube. Welcome back to another video, man. It's that nigga Corey. And in today's video, I'm finna show y'all how I got a 1.8K payout. Basically, what I'm gonna do is show y'all every trade I took to secure a 1.8K payout. So, as y'all can see, this was the P&L. I got my 5 winning days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lost one trade. And basically, I'm gonna go over everything I did to secure this payout. So we're going to start in February. So February, Tuesday. Basically what I'm gonna do is go on my notes and start from there. So we got February the 3rd. Let's start with this, man. Cool. So we're gonna start with the high time frame. I guess the next trade I'll get. I guess the next video session I'll buy. I'll buy FX replay, so I can just go into FX replay and show y'all what I done. But in this case, I'm gonna just go over my notes. And my voice shaky. Hold on. I just grounded outside, by the way, so I'm like real calm, and I really don't want to speak right now. But this 4-hour chart, I knew that we would close. I knew that we would close underneath this low, and I also knew that we will inverse fair value gap. So I really don't care about bias, but I knew that price would dump. So that was that. And here's the 5-minute chart. So what I got right here, 5-minute chart. So 5-minute fair value gap was out of range to be hit, and I knew price wanted to go lower. So my draw on liquidity was this 4-hour low right here. Yeah. So basically, price had no reason to go back up because we had a strong draw on liquidity, and this fair value gap, which is the only draw on liquidity that will push price back up, besides this high right here. It was just too far out of reach. All right. Yeah. So what I did was, price closed down here. This wick was kind of sketchy, but I think the 5-minute, basically what I seen was 1 minute nice retrace, 1 minute fair value gap holding, 1 minute break of structure, and I caught the trade before break of structure to the draw on liquidity. So before this 1 minute broke structure, I entered into the trade kind of like right here to catch this trade as it went down. So basically what I seen was bearish price action. I knew that price wanted to go lower to a strong draw on liquidity, which was this 4-hour fair value gap. Price was just pushing. This is the 5-minute, and I knew that price didn't want to go up. What I seen was a proper retrace, because we need a retrace. This was kind of like this wasn't really like a, how do I say it? This was like more discretion. Like I knew like it was going to happen just from me looking at thousands and thousands of charts and patterns all damn day. So I just knew, as you get better at trading, you're just going to know. So we got this really, really good retrace. And price pushed down and inverse this 1 minute fair value gap. I didn't get in because I was still a little sketched out. I wanted to see more confirmation, and price gave us this candle up into this fair value gap right here, and then we got some bearish action out of it. I didn't get in this candle, but I did get in this candle because I was like, you know what, we had a nice retrace. Not only that, we tapped this 1 minute fair value gap, and we got some bearish action out of it. So I just caught this move. Really, I just caught the trade, bro. I just caught it as it was going down to a drawn liquidity. So that's how I made 700 on this day, which was February 3rd. Now let's move into February the 6th. Hold on. Let me put out this incense because I'm choking, bro. That's really why I can't speak, bro. The incense is crazy in here, bro. I can't even breathe, bro. can't breathe, bro. God, dog. This how I made 400. Mm-mm-mm. This how I made 400 on this day, which was February 6th. February 6th. What do we see on February 6th? Let's see what we seen. So I took an L and a W. We're gonna go over the win. All right, yeah, we're gonna go over just the wins in this one. I took a pretty crazy L on this day. That's some crazy shit. All right, so let's do it. All right, why did I take this trade? Price was overextended. All right, we're just gonna read it from here. Price was overextended. ES was moving hella bearish, and there was no draw and liquidity in place to stop, not spot. I meant to put stop to stop price from moving back up. Okay. So what did I saw? What did I see? I saw a 5 minute fair value got tapped. No, okay. I saw the 5 minute fair value gap untapped, which was right here. This 5 minute fair value gap was untapped. This is NQ, by the way, and ES was just dumping. The two indexes are correlated, so I knew that this wanted to go down as well and fill a draw on liquidity. Not only that, we took out high time frame draws on liquidity, so I knew that price needed to reverse because we're so overextended. All right, so 5 minute fair value got untapped. We got a 5 minute close. It was close to the 5 minute untap. So the 5 minute close like around here somewhere, and it was just close, to the untap for value gap. And I set a 1-on-1 limit order play to the 5 minute untap drawn liquidity. Yeah. So what I did was, I wish I had Forex replay, bro. Fuck, man. I got y'all the next time, bro. I promise. So basically, I set like a limit order up here somewhere to get tagged in, and I got tagged in for a 1-on-1, and I had my stop loss protected up here from this high right here. So the stop loss was protected because it was above this fair value gap, and I put it at this body high right here so that price can be protected. All right. So basically, easy trade, simple. ES was dumping, and there was no reason for ES to reverse because there wasn't a drawn liquidity in place for it to bounce off of. There wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't anywhere for price to bounce off of. So I knew that this would go down. So we got this retrace. I set my limit order as this black candle right here was going down, and I knew we needed a retrace before we go down. So boom, I got tagged in, and then literally right after this candle closure, which was this kind of sketched me out because I almost got stopped out. It just dumped. It just dumped to the unfilled 5 minute fair value gap. Um, and it's important that you take profits right here. You can set some more profits down here, like down here somewhere. But this is why I took profit because, as you can see, price bounced off of it and went back up. So that's how I made 400 that day. I should have made more, but it is what it is. I forgot what mistake I made. This is literally like a month ago, almost. So what did I do to make $300 on the 9th? So let's go to the 9th and let's go over the 9th. Made $348 on the 9th. So what did I see on the 9th? What did I see on the 9th? trying to remember. Yeah, so basically like the same thing. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I see. Oh, okay, okay. I see. I didn't write it down, but bro, we already 10 minutes, bro. I gotta get better at speaking, bro, because I know what I'm doing. But I just gotta get it out of my goddamn mouth. All right, so the 5 minute close near this drawn liquidity. This wick is kind of sketchy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that wick is kind of sketchy. I probably shouldn't have taken it straight, to be honest. Now that I'm looking at it. But it worked out. So it was like literally like a tick away from drawing liquidity. So I was like, bet what I'm gonna do is set a 1-on-1 um order. Actually this is a good trade. I like it. Um um yeah. So I set a limit order around here and then I got stopped out because I dragged my stop loss and then I got wicked out with this candle right here. Um But basically, what I saw, the 5 minute was close to the drawn liquidity. All I waited for was a retrace. Price retraced. Boom. Got tagged in somewhere right here. I had my stop losses protected. And my thinking was, okay, we got these two fair value gaps, one right here and one right here. And in my head, price was going to hold those fair value gaps and push up to these drawn liquidity, to these two drawn liquidities right here. Which is exactly what happened. I set a limit order. Um, yeah, I call these 1-on-1 limit order plays where the 5 minute candle or the 15 minute candle closes close to a drawn liquidity, and then we get a retrace. Um, and we set a limit order for a 1-on-1 towards a drawn liquidity. So that's what I did. And yeah, price ended up delivering. Um, I knew that my stop loss was protected. I put my stop loss at the end, uh, at the bottom of this wick, so that it would be protected. So those two fair value gaps ended up holding up, and we delivered to the drawn liquidity. So that's how I made 300. I lost on the 11th. I'm not sure what I did on the 11th. I think it was just a dumb trade. Yeah, just a dumb trade. I mean, yeah, my stop loss wasn't protected on this one. Um, so I'm not gonna even go over that. This video is titled "Every Trade I Took to Secure." You know what? We're gonna go over the loss so that y'all can know. Um, just a bad trade. Choppy price action. Yeah, that's it. Choppy price action. But I do think the 15 minute candle closed real nicely. But let's do the 12th. 12th, I made $402. This was just free bread, nigga. This is free bread right here. All right, so I love SMTs, bro. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so KT means key takeaway. So my key takeaway, bro. I'm still choking off this incense, bro. Y'all ever lit an incense, bro? That shit all in my throat, gang. SMT at the highs. So we got an SMT at these highs. We got a 5 minute breaker structure right here. To confirm the drawn liquidity lower, the drawn liquidity was this hourly drawn liquidity. This 5 minute closure was 2.25 ticks away from drawn liquidity. So I set a 1-to-1 limit order play to a drawn on liquidity with a protected stop loss. Yeah, okay. Boom. So look how close, bro. Look how close this was to hitting drawn liquidity. Like less than like a tick away, bro. Look how close that is right there. So what I did was I set a limit order play, and then price closed, and then price came back up, tagged me in, and My stop loss was crazily protected all the way up here. Um, I set my stop loss at this body high of this 1 minute. Um, got tagged in for a 1-on-1 to this drawn liquidity. Simple, bro. Simple, bro. We had an SMT, 5-minute break of structure. We got pressure down. Great volume. We got tagged in with this retrace. But not only that, the closure on the 5-minute was so close to the drawn liquidity. I was like, bro, this is gonna hit. But not only that, um, there was no reason for price to come back up, because we had no fair value gaps up here. So this was just free, bro. This was a free trade. So that's the 12th, right? Yeah, that's what that was, 12th. All right, now let's go in for the $1,500 play. Oh my God! Wait, hold on. No, I traded news. Yeah, not $1,500, $2,000. So this was CPI day. Basically, CPI is a high volume news day. You shouldn't trade CPI, bro. You really shouldn't trade CPI because it's risky. Basically, what I did was, if you know how to trade CPI, you know. If you know, you know. But basically, news just spiked up, and I just got in right here on the limit order play, set a 1-on-1, got $2,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that. That's how I got the $2,000. So that's it. So the first week, I made $1,200, and the second week I made $2,000, and that's how I secured a 1.8K payout. The total P&L was 3,700, $3,744. 64 cents, and I took half of that. What's half of that? $1,800 payout. I'm working on these two combines right now. I'm up 1.7, no, 1,176 right now, and I'm looking to pass this, and then after that I'll have 3 accounts that I can trade on, and yeah, I'm hoping to get a max payout with these. Yeah, so y'all just tag along. I needed to make this video. I been should have made this video, but I trade tomorrow. Tomorrow is March 2nd, so I'll keep y'all updated. This video is long as hell. Um, road to 50K, bro. Right now I'm up 1.8K. So let's do the math for everybody. 50K subtract 1. So I got, this shit gonna be so easy, and I ain't gonna lie. I got, what the hell? What kind of calculator this is? What, nigga? 50K. 50K, subtract 1,800. I got, damn. Damn. I got $48,000 to make, gang. Whoa. Whoa. Bro, I got $48,200 to make to complete this challenge, gang. How long is gonna take me, bro? Man, y'all stay tuned, bro. It's gonna happen. I just don't know when. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna easily hit 10K, but 50. That means I gotta do it 4 more times when I hit 50. This is gonna be a interesting journey for me, bro. Cause damn, man, y'all stay tuned, man. It's that nigga Corey. 10 trades. Y'all can call me Corey, KJ, 10, whatever, man. Y'all stay tuned. Peace out. I hope you learned something from this video.